everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Hannah and today's video is going to be a pregnancy update for weeks 13 and 14. So for week 13, I cautiously noted that my nausea might be starting to wear off. I was slightly afraid to say anything because I didn't want it to come back, and I just wasn't sure if it would really go away, but I noticed that like food sounded a little more like okay. I wasn't as scared of them. So I was like, please don't come back, but also I don't know if I should say this. During week 13, at the very end of it, I had a wedding to go to for Olivia. Hi Olivia, if you're watching, I love you. I hope your marriage is going good. Anyway, so I was bridesmaid in it, and we were getting ready and everything, and I just chilled for basically the entire time. And I was dressed, I had my makeup on and everything, and I walked over to the table where there was some food. I started eating some food and I was swaying back and forth. I was just being very gentle. I didn't want to wear myself out until, after the wedding, because I didn't want to like be exhausted for her. I was standing there and I swayed one way and I noticed this really awful pain in my pubic bone area. I don't know how else to explain that except for it was down there and it hurt really bad. So I was like, okay, let me just walk back over to my chair. So I started walking and I was like, that's really intense. Like it was probably at a 10 pain-wise. And so I sat down, and as I was sitting down, it was still very intense. And so I was like, okay. So then I just like stopped moving and it was fine. And I was like, okay, I just won't move until the wedding starts. I was sitting there and I like turned to move to talk to one of the other bridesmaids, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's really painful. So anyway, I ended up telling her, I'm like, I'm having a lot of pain and bones down there. And they're like, oh, that's not good. I'm like, I know, I don't know what it is. So anyway, that happened. Then we went and took pictures and just everything, and we did the ceremony, and I did the ceremony with the pain, and I was just like, oh my gosh, just keep smiling. But anyway, as we were standing there during the ceremony, it started to fade away. Like the pain wasn't as bad. So I was like, okay, so maybe it'll just like completely go away. And then we left. Like we walked out of the sanctuary for the ceremony, and I was like, okay, so it hurts a lot whenever I walk, but if I just stand still, it's fine. And then throughout the rest of the day, it just faded away. Like it wasn't hurting as bad to walk, it didn't hurt as bad to move. So I don't know what that was. It just was very, very painful. Like I didn't feel any pops. I didn't do any strenuous movement. Like I was literally just like swaying like I normally would. I have no idea. I don't know what it was, but it hurt really, really bad. Week 14, I noted that my nausea was better. It was a lot better, or it is a lot better, which is a huge, huge, huge sigh of relief, because with how hungry I have been getting, I couldn't imagine still having a lot of nausea. Okay, and I also wrote down, I said, I feel full quite a bit, / it's hard to tell when I'm hungry. So in the morning, I'll eat something and I will feel full for the entire day, and I will basically not even notice that I haven't had lunch or dinner. I'm just full. I don't want any food. Nothing really sounds good. It's not that I'm scared of it. It's just nothing sounds appealing. Like I'm just like, I mean, I could eat it. I just don't want to. And so it was really hard to tell when I was hungry. So, and it would be like, I should eat because it's about time to eat, but I don't know how much food I'm actually going to be able to eat, because sometimes I would eat at that time where I'm like, I should eat, and I would eat a whole bunch, and then other times I would eat and I would have like 3 bites and I would be ridiculously full. So I have no idea what in the world that was about, but that was happening. And it's still kind of happening now, which I'm in week 15. I'm almost done with week 15, but so yeah, that was just a weird thing. Something else that I did not write down was I've been having ridiculously terrible pregnancy brain. Like, I would forget words, forget things that I'm saying, forget to do something. I haven't placed my phone in the refrigerator or like the remote in the bathroom yet. I haven't done that yet. Oh, actually, one thing that I did do. So I went to have lunch with my mom while she was on break, and I went up the escalator and I went right to her, and then we were going to go back down the escalator, and I started walking towards the up one, and like I almost put my foot on the escalator, and my mom was like, "That's not," and I was like, I know it's not. So, I just thought of another one that is hilarious. This was week 13. This was in the middle of week 13, and it was in the morning, and I was changing my clothes, I was changing my underwear, and I took off my shorts and I started to put my my new underwear on, and Rob was like, and as soon as he said that, I realized what I was doing, and I was like, I know! Like, don't finish your sentence, I know what's happening. And he thought that I was probably doing that to like try to be funny, like I knew that I was doing that. No, I didn't realize that I was doing it until he like just said, and I was like, that's really frustrating. So that was a struggle bus moment, but nothing really like, you know, it was fine. It wasn't like that would happen in public, that just happened in front of my husband, and it's fine. And now I'm telling everybody because I think it's hilarious that happened. But, well, now I think it's hilarious that happened, but at the moment I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. I feel like a little bit my filter on words and things that I say has kind of dropped a little bit, and I'm trying really hard to keep everything censored and filtered and not say anything ridiculously crazy or mean, but sometimes I'm just like, oh, did I just say that? But it's fine. That is it for week 13 and 14. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to my rambles about these 2 weeks, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much if you have subscribed in the past couple of months. Thank you so much. So don't forget to hit that notification button so you are notified every time I put out a new video. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and the like button, and leave a comment if you want to, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! I can tell you how I feel. Tell you how I feel.